G'day, Heath here from pickinglessons.com. Billy in the Lowground. This is a great fiddle tune in the key of C. In this arrangement we have two variations for part A and two variations for part B. In a moment we're going to take a look at the first part A variation here in this video, but if you head to pickinglessons.com you're able to grab yourself a copy of the tablature. In the member section there we will break down the remainder of the tune. You also have a play along and backing tracks there to download, so pickinglessons.com. Okay, let's start out with this first variation of part A. So we are in the key of C. We're doing a lot of playing out of our chord shape. So this opening section here, it's actually really useful to position your fingers around where that C chord position is. When we make our first chord change to A minor, the melody's really driven out of that as well. So we're going to be kind of working from these two chord positions. Initially C, then an A minor, C and an A minor. So let's have a look at this melody. We've got the three pickup notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, into beat 1 there. So start off on that second beat. Now, once we hit the first measure, we've got all these eighth notes to pick. This is great. So we're running through, it's very scaly, this tune. A lot of fiddle tunes are. So we're going first four notes there. From the C back to the B, C, D. Right hand, eighth notes, down, up, alternating. Bearing in mind our fingering position there for the C and our open position first, second, third fingers, yeah? Second half of the measure kind of jumps through and skips a couple of scale notes, and we finish off on the second measure on the C. So one more time, and so with our pickup notes, which are quarter notes, into the eighth notes, right hand plays a really important role on that, so do keep an eye on what the right hand's doing there, alternating on the eighths. Measure 2, we've got this nice little hammer on there. The hammer on is the downstroke, so down, down, and then alternating, down, up, yeah? We'll come back and do that again in a moment, but let's have a look at what happens in the first A minor change. So the A minor, leave your first finger in place. Now we don't have to hold the chord, we're not holding the chord as such, but we're kind of keeping that in mind. So the first finger is going to stay there on the C note. And we have this little melody here, hammering on, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right hand, really important. Similar thing in measure 4, but we're running down, yeah? Notice my first finger just stay there. That's really important. Number 1 for the sound. Number 2, we're playing sort of out of that A minor chord, and it's part of the melody. We're not using the open B, so it's kind of nice just to prop that finger there. So first 4 measures, pick up notes, alternating, hammer on, another hammer on, it's very eighth note heavy, this rhythm, yeah? So it's really important to kind of get that right hand moving for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just really drill it in. First measure is a great exercise just to build that rhythm into your right hand. Second half of this variation starts out in a similar way. Yeah, A minor change. That's the same as measure 4. This time, measure 8 before we kind of close out this half. And the 2 pickup notes there to get us onto a repeat. So first thing is, this variation could be played twice, and there's your part B. So we could just repeat this twice. And so we get to that 8th measure. We could just go back through and repeat this twice, yeah? So it's 16 measures we want for part A. This variation is pretty cool. It's nice and basic, it's very much the melody, but when we move into the second variation, there's a little bit more happening, some more ornaments, more slurs, a bit more bluesy at times as well. So that'll be a nice variation to add to what we've already done, but you could certainly just repeat this first variation to start with, and that's part A. Okay, so pickandlessons.com, we're going to continue this. We will break down the other variation for part A and have a look at part B as well. And you can grab the tab while you're there. So pickandlessons.com, I'll see you there.